So let's get started where we were left off last time. So, releasing a werewolf. Some exorcist monks believe it is possible in specific cases to release a soul that has gone werewolf. Although these techniques are usually considered questionable by church authorities, they are not beyond the knowledge of Sister Rosa Amy. Method to use. 1. If the werewolf to be released is with a pack, try to identify the correct individual. The best way is to use the special classes designed for this purpose. 2. Immobilize the werewolf using a trap. A simple wolf trap should suffice. 3. Dose the werewolf with a vial of holy water and beg it with all your strength to return to its human body. So I assume that we are going to be trying to get some people back to their bodies from being werewolf. There is a full village going werewolf each night, so we shall see. Continue. Forgiveness and redemption.
But what are you doing here with your brother, my friend? They're planning to have you murdered in the middle of the street.
I know how dangerous it was bringing him here, sister. But my brother needs your help. I've got a feeling there's something supernatural about his wounds. Could you investigate?
His bodily wounds are serious, but I believe, although I'm not a doctor, that he'll recover. The problem, I'm afraid, is that your brother is suffering from a spiritual ailment even more serious than his physical wounds. Even though his body is still with us, his soul has gone werewolf.
Joseph condemned to go werewolf like the others in the village? I gotta save him. I read somewhere there's a way. What do you think?
That we would be crazy not to try. What you have to do first is catch your brother's werewolf alive in a trap and throw this vial of holy water in his face. Then you have to beseech his soul to leave the beast and return to his human body for good.
Sounds pretty complicated. Could you keep Joseph with you until he regains his strength? With Josephine at home, it's too much for me.
I'll do my best, but I have to tell you, neither you nor your brother are safe here.
So, things are going to be a little bit complicated, I'm sure. So I assume that my brother might be any of these wolves, possibly. If that is the case, then we have to first find him before we can start trying to kill these guys, so it can definitely be problematic. Problematic indeed. And there's a lot of werewolves. And I still would need to take care of all these other enemies too, so this we could probably take care of mostly with a mortar. We're trying to get them into some same place and use a mortar from some safe distance, but it wouldn't kill them completely, so well, the werewolves are mostly, nevertheless, at least in all waves, going for the sawmill. Yeah. We could probably make their traveling distance for all of them a lot longer by forcing all of them going from somewhere around here. That might be a good idea, possibly. Because, well, all of these want to be going pretty short distances, which might be a bit problematic. These guys we cannot stop though, but on the other hand, it's on the way 5, so it could probably be okay. But how to delay all of these groups long enough so that we can actually manage to manage to identify which group has our brother in it, because we cannot kill that werewolf if I understand correctly, so... I don't know. I don't know. I certainly do not know. I know that I want some firefalls though. Ah, that would go from there, but this would actually go from up there. So those group wouldn't even go together at this wave. I think I would prefer them going together though. I at least think so. Well, maybe we should block that then as well. Then just... Well, let's see about the other waves. These would be going from there. This we can probably take care of first before they cause any problems. And no firefalls into that kind of direction. Nope. But on the bridge I think it would be just fine. It would nevertheless force all of them going a little bit longer distances. I think I want to have at least one of the crosses somewhere in here. It will help against any werewolves that I might have to fight at a later point as well, so it shouldn't be a big deal as such. Those Windigos might cause a problem though, even if I... Actually there's 3, I might soften them up with the spike trap and then use mortar to kill them, the rest of it. I would assume that it should kill them. I would assume so. Of course, I don't know if it will for certainty, so we shall see. At least I do think I want to be using a lot of firewalls overall here though. So what are you gonna do now? Now you would basically be going from the same direction as these other Windigos. And these Windigos, I think, eat their baits very quickly. So I suppose I'm gonna delay this at least a little bit with that kind of a bait. Then put a spike trap somewhere in here. Put a bait around here. Hopefully they will all go there together. And we'll disarm that spike trap. They are not nevertheless immune to it, so it should cause 55 damage to each of them. So that should already soften them up pretty nicely. Then a mortar should be enough to take care of them. Where will I be then though? I will be here, probably. Yeah, because I need to take care of the Will of the Whispers and then again try to see which one of these is actually... if someone of them is my brother, and if it isn't then I just have to kill them. So I suppose I could place the mortar somewhere like there and place a shot somewhere into there and just put bait for this group into there enough so that I will certainly make it there in time to make a shot. That should probably be enough to then take care of them, hopefully. At least hopefully. I really wouldn't want to be traveling all the way to those directions to go and take care of them. I hope I can just take care of them like this. Because I have to be concentrating a lot on these werewolves. I'm quite sure of it. But what else would I want to be doing with them? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Wind is to that direction, so in the start at least it does not affect anything. Not in the least. I could probably have bait here somewhere, so that these Grand Werewolves at least will be delayed. And then maybe I want to have one bonfire here too, just in case. Just in case. But what else? Can I have some kind of a new skill? Yes, I can. What would I like to have? Maybe I would like my bonfires to last longer. Because at least if I have bonfires and would be able to have them gather around them, etc., I would have plenty of time to at least know who would be my brother. I think I can at least try it. This is the vial of the holy water. This vial was given to you by Sister Rosa Amy in the hopes that it will help you save your brother's soul, which has gone fearful. She said some exorcists believe that dousing a fearful in holy water will force it to release the captive soul and in specific cases eventually save it. So let's take that, of course, into our inventory. I don't know if we have anything that would be worth buying anywhere. I suppose I could just buy a few silver bullets. I have plenty of money, so that's not really a problem. I suppose I should buy some more potions as well, especially in this case when I probably shouldn't be using too much traps because, well, we don't know which werewolf will be our brother, so that can be kind of a difficult situation then, because of that. I'm just gonna place a lot of these, why not? Return to town. Hotel saloon. So, should I really buy some potions? At least I can buy the rest of the health potions. I suppose that might be helpful. And I think this might be helpful. Maybe I actually am able to use these at some point, so we shall see how if I actually am able to use them. Okay, how do I want to have these items? I probably won't be using this that much now. At least I would assume so. What numbers would I want to have these? Suppose they can be here. So this would be 4th and this would be 5th. Have to just try and remember it. So, then what else do I want to have? This I'm able to take care of. That isn't a problem. In second way, and for this I think I could maybe put a bonfire here. If I might need it. I might want to get those werewolves to stay around that area maybe for a little while. And it's really difficult to say what I want to do with them as such. It's very difficult to say. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. I might like to have just one of these trees too, even if it does less damage. It might be useful. That would be nevertheless the wave 1. This would be basically the same stuff. I would just use it, some of those things with some of these, but of course these will be more problematic. So these actually are pretty much in that area, so if I put a bait here, it shouldn't be able to delay anyone else except these werewolves, so that should be okay of a delay at least. Because I have to go and take care of these manually in this second wave, immediately after taking care of all of these guys. And then taking care of these, figuring out if any of these are my brother, getting out, then going there, shooting with the mortar at some point, activating the tree, possibly. These again I would try to just have to figure out if one of them is my brother, and in this wave kind of the same thing. And I probably will have this Holy Cross and bonfire here still. So I suppose this might be okay. Might not be. I don't know. Let's just have one extra bonfire there. Then there really isn't much more to do, so we can try to put this plan to test, see how badly it goes.